What's going on, guys? This is Miasin. We actually have some pretty new relevant cards, including some shark monsters and a Marincess Link monster, as well as some other spells and traps. So yeah, let's jump right into it as soon as I ask you guys to like and subscribe. Alright, first monster is Abyss Shark, level 5, water fish. Weak stats, but that's completely fine. You can only use the first effect of this card's name once per turn. The reason for that is because the second effect is passive, so it doesn't matter. If all monsters you control are water, so at least one, you can... Alright, this is one mouthful. Basically, it shows the kind of drawback of the card first and then the actual effect. So you can't special summon monsters for the rest of the turn except water. Next, battle damage your opponent takes from a battle involving your number and another monster is doubled. Also, special summon this card from your hand, and if you do, add one level 3, 4, or 5 fish monster from your deck to your hand, except Abyss Shark. Yeah, this is a lot to digest in one shot, but basically what you have to know is that this is an extender from the hand that searches Buzzsaw Shark, which is a one-card starter, or searches extenders from your deck. There's literally nothing wrong about this card, like nothing bad, nothing that I don't like, except maybe the fact that it locks you underwater only, so you cannot make Utopic Future and Utopic Future Draco with the surplus Bahamut Shark, but you can argue this wasn't even an issue anyways. So yeah, this is already so good, and by the way, if you use it for the Xyz summon of a number monster, you can treat it as level 3 or 4. Nobody cares about level 3, but everybody cares about level 4 because you can actually make Stealth Kraken number 4 with this card. It being a level 5 is not something that really bothers us. The only thing that we cannot use this card for would be Bahamut Shark. That's pretty much it. This is still amazing, and you can still link summon with this card. You can make the link 2 that summons the Coelacanth from the hand. So this card, I want to say, is a solid 9.5 out of 10. I absolutely love it. It could actually make the fish deck genuinely like tier 1.5 in a way, because yeah, one card starters and this card searches on top of that, extenders all day long. I'm a huge fan. Alright, second card would be Crystal Shark, very similar stats, also level 5. You can only use the first effect of this card's name once per turn, so very similar to the Abyss Shark. If this card is in your hand or graveyard, you can target one water monster on the field. That's the activation requirement, but also it's not necessarily a water on your field, it could be on your opponent's field. So even in like top deck mode grind game, this could be relevant. You cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck for the rest of the turn except Xyz, so at least this doesn't lock you underwater, so you can still make Utopic Future and Utopic Future Draco. Also special summon this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. Irrelevant when we use it as an Xyz material, but relevant when we link summon with it. And if you do that, target's current attack becomes halved. Again, considering the fact that you can target water monsters your opponent controls, that actually gets even better, and Stealth Kraken transforms every monster on the field into water. So yeah, you could actually get rid of like a really high attack water monster in a way with this effect on top of summoning a monster from your graveyard. And exactly like the Abyss Shark, if it's used for the Xyz summon of a number monster, you can treat it as a level 3 or 4 since it's already a 5. So yeah, very nice synergy always with the 3, 4, 5 fish monsters. This card, unfortunately for me, it's only a 9 out of 10. My standards are really high, so if I'm giving a card a 9 out of 10, that's like really freaking good. But this card doesn't search, so this is an extender from the hand and it searches, but this is only an extender from the graveyard. But it's pretty much like free infinite times literally every single turn as long as you use it as an Xyz material. So Jesus, this is like the next Salamangreat monster. Yeah, we could actually maybe honestly consider the new shark support in a way very similar to like this would probably be like a gazelle, because you summon it from your hand and then you do something like as an added bonus. It's not just a vanilla extender, and this is, I guess you could say, is maybe like a spinny or something like that. Yeah, huge fan. Alright, the spells and traps, okay, I'm gonna spoil it right there. They're definitely not as good. Bury and Scales, draw a normal spell. To activate this card, you must draw it for your normal draw in your draw phase, reveal it and keep it revealed until main phase 1. During your main phase that same turn, you can activate one of these effects. Send one rank up magic, the 7th one, or 7 Emperor's normal spell from your deck to your grave. Cost, this effect becomes that spell effect when this card is activated. Pretty trash. Special summon up to 2 monsters from your deck, but their effects are negated. Oh, if you do immediately after this card resolves, Xyz summon one number Xyz using all summoned monsters. I mean, that effect is cool, but like you have to draw it for your draw phase and keep it revealed until main phase 1. So if you draw it during your opponent's turn, you lose. Like, I mean, if you're drawing it on like turn 0 and you're going second. So, pretty trash. Ascension of the 7 Emperors, you can only use the first and second effect of discard Z once per turn. Take 1 rank up magic, the 7th one, always the 7th one, or 1 7 Emperor spell or trap other than itself. Other than Ancient 1 Barian spell or trap or 1 rank up magic. Oh my god, oh this is so weird to read. I understand. It's either take 1 rank up magic, or a Barian spell or trap, or rank up magic quick play spell from your deck. Either add it to your hand, or place it on top of the deck. Who the frick would want to place it on top of the deck unless you... Wow, this is really irrelevant. You're always gonna add the freaking card to your hand. You don't want to place it on top of your deck. Oh my god. Unless you want to stack like the 7th one, and then next turn you draw it, and then you use its effect, but it's not even a good effect. If your opponent controls a monster, special summon from the extra deck, so Shadow Fusion, you can banish this card from your grave, and send 1 rank up magic spell from your hand to the grave. This effect becomes that spell effect when that card is activated. Very disappointing. I don't like it. Eternity of the 7 Emperors, continuous trap, you can only use the first effect of discard Z once per turn. You can target 1 Xyz monster you control that is a number. Oh my god, with a number between 101 and 107, so one of the Barian numbers. Well, not a Barian number, but the Barian monsters. In its name, or has such a monster as material, then activate one of these effects. Negate the effect of one face-up monster your opponent controls with equal or lower attack until the end of the turn. Detach all materials, then you can special summon 1 number Xyz monster from your grave. That's just so bad for a trap card. A spell card should have had that. Oh my god. Yeah, garbage. But the 2 monsters are overpowered. I love them so much, but the spells and traps, absolute shit. Alright, Marincess Coral Triangle. Water Cyberus, Link 3. Pretty good. 2+ Marincess monsters. You can only use the first and second effect of the discard Z once per turn. You cannot special summon monsters the turn you activate either of these cards' effect, except water. No problem, you can still make Bahamut Shark and Toad in that deck. First effect, you can send 1 water monster from your hand to the graveyard. That's the cost. Add 1 Marincess trap from your deck to your hand. Whoa! Oh, that's pretty good. That's like extremely good, actually. This card will definitely have a huge impact on Marincess. It only has 1500 attack, but that doesn't matter because with the new Marincess Link 4, you actually have a way to... Man, this is actually so huge. But you have a way to have a Link 4 that's unaffected by card effects that... negate spells and traps, special summon monsters equipped, and then you have this, which searches your trap, which negates monsters, also makes your monsters unaffected by card effects, can be used from the hand, and also has a really relevant effect in the graveyard if only your opponent controls a monster, so Cyber Dragon Claws. You can banish this card from your graveyard, cost, special summon any number of water link monsters from your graveyard whose total link rating equal 3. Holy lord. Oh my god, it doesn't even negate the effect of the monsters that you summon. You could summon the Coral Anemone. I forgot the name of the card. Coral Anemone or Anemone, whatever. This card can also summon back another monster from the graveyard. Oh my freaking god. This is dangerous. Marincess might very well be the new, I want to say, 1-card Yu-Gi-Oh! Where you have your 1-card starter. Your 1-card starter gets you to your full engine, your Link 4, whatever, blah, blah, blah. It gets to search you a Marincess Trap, which is already an interruption. On top of summoning like an end board monster, which is an interruption, you get a lot of recursion along the way, and as an added bonus, this card already kind of sets you up for next turn, and you can actually argue that this card almost has synergy with like Nadir Servant and stuff. You can banish this card from your graveyard, so it doesn't even have to be like properly summoned. Special summon any number of water link monsters, not even Marincess, water link monsters. I don't know how relevant that would be, but the fact that it also doesn't negate, my god, this is so good! Like, even outside of Marincess, I could actually somewhat maybe potentially see this card being played in like other strategies, if you can find a way to like foolish from like this card from your extra deck to the graveyard. But of course, this is kind of a hefty requirement in a way, but like I said, it makes Marincess even better because post turn 1, you're not just doing nothing, or, I mean, you're popping off like crazy. Like I said, maybe the new Dragon Link, maybe the new Salamangreat, the new whatever, but I personally believe that this Marincess Link monster is extremely good. It's definitely like in the 9s out of 10, and like I said, these 2 monsters are fantastic, but these spell and traps are shit, like 2 out of 10, honestly. They're not even like somewhat potential playable. But that's pretty much it for these card reviews. Let me know how you guys actually feel about these cards in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.